Have you got any memory of the Rock Against Racism movement?
Yes.
So what is your memory of that movement and
I was a student at the time that it seemed to take off. I had actually been a soul boy, reggae boy, and I liked punk. I wasn't a punk per se, but I liked punk. I really liked the Clash and I really liked the Jam, amongst other bands, but they were two that I really liked, and the Jam were the ones that really I felt most affinity to, because they seemed to come from suburbia council estate, even though I was a bit concerned about Union Jack and the racism that I thought they were. At times I mustn't like them because I think they might be racist. But there was clearly something going on, especially with the Clash, about the link between reggae and rebellion, or youth, and punk was about rebellion. And so there was that. And even though some of the white people, I don't think really got the Rock Against Racism or the racism bit, they were rebellion as well. But a lot of good intent amongst a lot of good white people to fight for equality. They were obviously starting to understand a bit about gender, just a little bit, not much at that time. But people like Polystyrene said, "Oh, it's a young black woman. It's Pauline, young black." Sorry, from the not the specials.
Pauline Black from the Selector.
Yeah, you say, she's cool. She's of my type. That's the thing that I see I'm struggling, is that there were some cool black people from America, but they weren't British. Do you know what I mean? And it was like they spoke with my accent. They lived my council estates. The specials, there's a bunch of black, white guys together, UB40 together, talking about being unemployed. So that all seemed to get lumped into sort of this big fluid thing, and somehow Rock Against Racism emerged. I don't know, I wasn't involved in how it happened officially, and you were on demos against the National Front, and there seemed to be like those people who were doing it because they were, say, punks, and it's part of the uniform. There's those generally seem to have taken it on board and were actually changing with it. So Paul Weller was a good example where I genuinely started to think, oh, this guy really does care about black people, because he was actually doing something about it. Where some people, you thought it's just a fashion thing. They're just doing it because it's cool and hip and trendy.